Hi, this is Kathleen with Apricot Tree Planning, and I'm here today with you for a plan with me from April 24th through the 30th. It's the last week in April. Can't hardly even believe it. But I wanted to kind of use up stickers from my sticker hoard this week. And even though I have some really cute new releases that I'm dying to use, I decided I would try to work through some of the leftover kits that I already had going on. And I thought this week would actually be a little more of a mix between a bunch of different kits, but it turned out that I used almost all the little items from one particular kit, which was my Hello Spring. So the first thing I'm doing here is I'm just trying to figure out which washi I want to use at the bottom, and I was really undecided for a bit, and then I went with this pretty pink polka dot. I couldn't tell you which store I got it from, probably Hobby Lobby, but I'm not 100% on that. And so I'm just putting some there at the bottom, and then I wanted to use these long stickers, these border stickers that I had that I'd gotten at it was a scrapbooker's garage sale, and a bunch of people just brought things that they wanted to get rid of. And I got this huge roll for a really, really great price. And they're actually Me and My Big Ideas brand, and they're kind of like on they're not vinyl, but they're clear stickers. And so I ended up using them on this washi, and I really like the effect. In fact, I go back and I kind of redo that section off camera, and then I show it to you right at the end. May have gone overboard at that point, but I really kind of enjoyed this, and I just kind of always forget about this roll of stickers that I have to work with. And so now I'm just kind of going through these partial kits that I have, and this is that Hello Spring, and that's still available in my shop. It kind of went with Easter because it had the eggs, but it also has the sweet little birds and the apple blossoms. It has that Happy Mother's Day sticker with it as well, so it's just really good for all of spring. And that little box there, the quote says, no winter lasts forever, no spring skips its turn. So it's kind of sweet. And even sped up, it still seems like I take forever to place a box. So I decided that I like the idea of having that little green bit kind of lay over the bottom there, and it turned out really cute. I didn't go with the eggs, even though I think that still would be appropriate for this spread, but I did bring in one other full box that I still had from that kit, and it's a big apple blossom. I bring that back here in just a minute. I wanted to put down one of the cute little sayings or quotes, because I never remember to use these. And but I wanted to back it, and I pick out this cute little scatter full box, and then I put the affirmation on top of that. I don't quite get this completely straight, but in the end, enough stuff happens around it that it doesn't look so crooked. Kind of love it when that happens. You'll have to excuse my voice. It's a little grovelly today. I was actually quite ill over the weekend, but luckily I'm feeling much better now, and I'm hoping to be 100% tomorrow. And here's where I decide that it still just needs a something to balance it all out. And I know that most kits come with, 7 to 8 full boxes, and I think that looks lovely, but I am more of a white space planner. And I find that when I put 7 full boxes on my planner, I don't feel like I always have enough room for everything. So this is definitely a white space plan this week. I also think it's a great way to stretch a kit is to, decide ahead of time how many full boxes you're going to use so that you've got plenty to stretch it out over 2 or 3 weeks. Which is also how I ended up with a huge hoard of stickers because I keep stretching them out instead of using them up, but it's a double-edged sword. On these were actually little Erin Condren size boxes. They're not quite as tall as I would normally use for a 3 check box. But they work because they're the right width. So again, I'm just using stuff up. I occasionally print things and cut them for Erin Condren kits because I test my sizes for my sticker shop, but I don't plan in an Erin Condren because I love the flexibility of taking the pages out. I like the Happy Planner format better, and I also like to be able to punch pages and put them in. So I don't see myself ever going away from that. The thing that I do use is one of the Michaels Recollection spiral bound ones, and that's what I check my sizes against. So we'll see if that has to change in the next year as the new Erin Condren planners come out. I saw a little bit of a buzz about that in the Go Wild weekend. So here I'm starting to get into what's happening for the week. And just putting down like some of the headers because I liked these headers. I'm not a big headers person, but I usually use the today and to do headers. So even though I'm a white space planner, I do find myself, especially on little events and stuff, always grabbing for a half box or a quarter box or even just a piece of the plain washi strips, that come in kits and stuff. I find myself not necessarily writing on my planner, which is kind of crazy. And I started to put that one down and then realized I wanted to go ahead and put the today headers all the way across. So one of the things that I like about the planner community so much is that everybody helps each other out, but yet there's no wrong answers. And so I was on a Facebook group the other day and somebody had said, well, how do I know what to do with these 3 columns? They were brand new to planning. My response was go to YouTube and look at how other people are setting theirs up. I mean, I know how I set mine up. That is for the top column to really be my things that are kind of connected to a time. My middle column is almost always my to-dos, but I sometimes change that up depending on where I place my full boxes. And then my bottom is overflow or journaling or notes. And sometimes it's just deco. But that's my way of doing it. But I love watching other plan with me's and seeing how other people do it. Even the ones that do no white space, they're interesting to me. And I've done no white space planning before. I just know for me it's a little overloading on the sensory input. So I prefer some white space, but I can get carried away quite easily. I also really enjoy watching folks who do it chronologically. And then some people do the top one is morning, the middle is afternoon, and the bottom is evening, um, and are quite regimented with it. So it's really just interesting to see how folks do it. I don't use littles. That's showing you guys some little paper ones. I do a paper route, and it's really just every Tuesday and Wednesday that I have paper route related things that I have to do. So I don't deliver a daily route. I've done that in the past, and it was interesting and quite exhausting. Even though you're working basically a part-time job, it just messes with your sleep so bad, and you never have a day off. So my paper route is just a once a week thing, and really it's only about 6 hours that I work total. So it's a good deal. This one I decided I would kind of back this little scallop with some pretty washi. Just trimming it up there. And then I help my daughter with her paper route sometimes on Wednesday afternoon. But if this week is nice, I'm going to make her go on her bike. And then that little sticker there is one that I have in my shop, and it's kind of in a bunch of different versions. So you can have piano lessons or voice lessons, guitar lessons, whatever you take, you can have as your pretty little music note reminder. This week my daughter had a major state band competition on Friday, and they did really well. It was the first time they had gone in a long, long time to state, and they got a 1, which was super exciting. And then Thursday, you'll see I put down a sticker there. That's for our youth temple trip. Folks who are LDS will know what that's all about. It's really fun, and it's kind of a late night, but our temple is about an hour away, and the youth get to go about 2 to 3 times a year. That sticker also is another one that is part of the kit in my shop, the temple trip one. And then I used a cute little pizza one for Saturday. That's for Saturday morning for the band booster fundraiser. Then I'm just putting down a little bit of deco. Then I'm going to go off camera and do the writing in. At that point, I do add a couple of other things, and I'll tell you about those in a few. Alrighty, here's the result after I pinned things in. I did use this pretty Paper Mate Ink Joy one. It is a pretty teal color. It is got green in it compared to this one that's just the light blue. I don't know if you can even tell the difference so much, but I love this little tealy color. So anyhow, wrote everything in. Couple things I added was I did put another row of this pretty little guy. I put another row down here. I put another row up here, and I added this little nest. Oops, sorry, you can't see that very well. Let me try this again. So I added another row here, and it was just a little short there, so I put this little nest in, and then I also I echoed it up here again. I think that was the only other deco I put in. I did add my meals here, put in some of the to-do stuff. I can't think of anything else that I added per se, so it should all be just about the same. So thanks guys for watching. I hope it was enjoyable, and I hope that you'll like and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully you got some cute ideas now for your own planners, and feel free to leave a comment if there's anything that I didn't explain very well. Thanks so much.